Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? It's Team Luke1665 Gaming here, back with another video. Heads up, I might be streaming today or tomorrow. I don't know what day yet, but I'm gonna probably be streaming again really soon. And also, just for a heads up, for this week I went 8-5, and yeah, we're gonna get into playoff scenarios first before we do our predictions. Only two teams are on bye, and it's the final bye of the year, of the week, and it's the following teams: the Commanders and the Cardinals that are on a bye. And now for our playoff scenarios for week number 14. Man, so what is this? But yeah, there's gonna be a lot, I think. Eagles clinch a playoff berth. They need a win and a Rams loss, or they can do an Eagles win or and a Seahawks loss. Eagles win, Vikings and Packers lose. Eagles win, Packers and Lions lose, and then you get the whole deal with um, that right here. And then you get the other scenarios there. But Eagles need a win and any of these things to happen. Cowboys, they need a win and a lot of other things to happen. With the Lions win, Buccaneers lost or tie, Seahawks lost or tie, Rams lost and or tie, Packers lost or Vikings lost. I don't know, but it's a whole bunch of yipping and yapping scenarios. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. And then San Fran clinches with a win and or a Vikings loss, and a San Fran win or a Green Bay loss, or a San Fran win, a Minnesota Viking tie, and a Packer tie. But we'll find out if any of these teams go to the playoffs next week or this week. And then elimination scenarios for NFC. I'm just gonna be based off doing elimination, playoff contention. With a Rams win and a Packers win, they are done. Or a Rams win, Packers tie, or a Viking win or tie. And then you got, man, you got all of this. But yeah, AFC. Patriots are eliminated from playoff contention with the lose tonight, or Houston win, or Bengals win, or Raiders win and Bills win, or that. Tennessee's eliminated from playoff contention, and you can read the rest there. Tennessee's eliminated with a loss. A Jaguars and Browns tie. Colts win. Steelers win, or a Houston win or tie. And then I think other than that, that's really it. You can check out if they're gonna be knocked out from the 1 seed or not. But yeah, so it's a whole lot. But I'm only doing based off eliminated from playoff contention. Now we're gonna get into Week 14 NFL predictions, starting off with the Patriots and the Steelers. Honestly, I'm not gonna even watch this game because it's gonna be that bad. I got the Steelers winning by the final score being 13-0. It's Patriots are just simply tanking, and the Steelers don't have a Kenny Pickett this week. So what am I expecting? And the Patriots defense has actually been playing really well football because according to their recent games, they were in a battle between the Colts. They only allowed 10 points. Then they had to face the Giants. They only allowed 10 points. And then they had to face the Chargers, and they only allowed 6 points. And then they're going to face the Steelers. And then if the Patriots want to win this game, their offense is going to have to come through. That's what's going to have to happen. Other than that, if they lose this game, then pretty much they're done. Simple as that, okay? Steelers are going to have to win based off their defense easily shutting down. I don't think New England's going to win. They're simply tanking. You see it on the TV. Next up we have is the Buccaneers and the Falcons, and this one's going to be a close NFC South battle, but I have Tampa Bay falling short, 20-22, and the Falcons get a big win in the NFC South as they edge closer to their division crown. But they still got a little more time and a little more games to catch up and play before Atlanta officially punches their ticket to the playoffs. But Tampa Bay is going to need this win if they're going to want to stay in the hunt for the NFC South. But it's not, if they lose this game, it's not going to look hopeful for them at all. Next up we have is the Colts and the Bengals, and this one is going to be another close game, and this one is a big playoff implication game right there. But I have Cincinnati indeed winning this game by the final score of 26-24 in a close game. I think Jake Browning is going to have a good game, so will Gardner Minshew. But this game is big for playoff implication and seeding. The Bengals can get right back in the playoff race with a win and other scenarios to happen probably. But yeah. Next up we have is the Jaguars and Browns. There's likely no Trevor Lawrence, and I think they're making the right choice in resting him. I think the Browns win this game by the final score being 17-13. They need to let Trevor rest for the playoffs but they're gonna have to win games without him because the Texans and Colts are catching up, and they're gonna have to lose because of that. For example, if the Texans beat the Jets, which I think they do, they don't take the 4th seed because of tiebreakers. But if they do lose to the Jets, they're going to drop to the 9th seed, and the Cincinnati Bengals will jump to the 7th seed, pending if everything goes well. But if the Broncos win, they jump up to the 9th seed, and the Bengals fall to 10. So a lot of things is going to need to happen. A lot. I'm just going to say it right now. Next up we have is the Texans and the Jets, but unfortunately I do believe Houston is indeed winning this game by the final score of 27-10. I just don't see the Jets offense being irrelevant. It's just not good. We've seen it on the recent games. Like, look at the Jets, how they've been playing. Besides the Eagles game, and their offense has been terrible for the last several games. You've seen it. 13 points, 6 points, 12 points, 6 points again, 13 and 8. Historically, that's really, really bad. Even though they haven't got shut out yet this season, it's been pathetic on offense how they've been playing. Look, I know they don't have Aaron Rodgers, but that's pathetic effort, and they got to do better on offense. And I don't even think their offense is going to be even good in this game either. The Texans are going to shut them down, and they're going to win 27-10. Simple as that. Next up we have is one of the inter-conference league matchups, the Rams and Ravens. Honestly, this one right here, this is also a big game for the Rams. But if they do win right here, for example, they'll jump to the 6th seed. Pending the Vikings-Raiders game, say that the Vikings win, they're going to swap. And then pending if Green Bay wins, they don't get much help. So they're going to have to get some help pending what happens with the Packer game on Monday night and the Viking game. But I don't even think LA is going to win this game. The Ravens are going to win this one by the final score being in a close game. 30-23. The Ravens are just simply the better team. The Rams are gonna compete for a wild card this year, but other than that, I don't think they're gonna go deep this year. The Rams are an upcoming young team again, and the Rams might be back for many years to come. But it's just not right now, and the Rams are in a rebuild year, and they're using young players to see how they can develop. And the Rams have been pretty good this year. They've been a solid football team. Besides, they were close with the 49ers. They put up a close... I thought they should have won this game, but they put up a close fight against Cincinnati. They won against Indianapolis. They fell short to Philly. They dominated Arizona, and they fell short to Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, they got destroyed by Dallas because they're 10 times better team than them. And then they got destroyed by Green Bay because they had no Matt Stafford. They had Brett Rippon, and it was bad. And then they got a sneaky win against Seattle. blew out the gates against Arizona and blew out Cleveland, and they are still in the playoff race pending their schedule. With the Commanders remain scheduled, pending if this happens, they got the Commanders, Saints, Giants, 49ers. And they can easily rest their starters against the 49ers, pending if they do get in or not, because I don't know what's going to happen with the 49er game. But next up we have is the Lions and Bears. I think the Lions pull away with the win by the final score of, no, not 21. 28-27. I think the Bears are seeking an upset this time. I think the Lions are going to be on thin ice in this game. They're barely going to squeak through a win. They might be frauds, if I'm going to be honest. I know they've beaten the Chiefs, and they've beaten, the only good win really is, I think, the Chiefs this year. Really. And, Tampa Bay was a hot team, but they easily won against them. They got destroyed against Baltimore. They put up a good fight against the Chargers. They lost to Green Bay, and they haven't played a good team since Denver. This is gonna be a good game. They got 4 tough games to end the season. They could possibly end 10-7. Do I think that's gonna happen? No. But the Lions are gonna have to play good football if they're gonna be in these games. But the Lions will win this one with thin ice, 28-27. And the next game we have is the Panthers and Saints. I'm probably gonna watch this game, but I don't think we win this one at all. We're gonna lose by 2 scores. Final score is 24-10. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't think we're gonna be good for the remainder of the year. We're probably gonna be simply good finishing 1-16. Simple as a sad Panther fan. We'll be back next year, I hope. Next up we have is the Vikings Raiders. Vikings win by 2 scores. I think they're gonna win 28-17 in a close fight, but I don't think the Raiders are gonna pull away with this win. The Vikings they're gonna bounce back. They're gonna be rested and they're gonna be healthy and ready to get some wins to secure their playoff spot for the wild card as it's coming down to the wire. Vikings are gonna win and they're gonna need it here against the Raiders. Next up we have is the Seahawks and 49ers. This one's also a big seeding impact game. But I got Sanford winning it by a final score of, I believe, 34-20. And Seattle's going to suffer another loss, and they're going to be closer to falling apart for the playoffs. But they need to win this game, but I don't think they're going to win. The Niners are the Niners are the way better team right now. I'm simply saying that. The 49ers are a way hotter team right now. They are probably the hottest team in football, and they are the best team in football right now. They just destroyed the Eagles on pretty much on national television, except for the areas in LA and Cleveland because they were stuck with the Rams-Browns game if they don't have Sunday ticket. But, yeah, simple as that. Bills-Chiefs. Bills get an upset. I think they win, and their playoff hopes stay alive. They're going to win 30-24 in this one. I think it's going to be a good game, but KC falls short. And they're going to suffer another loss, and they're going to need a win as well because they get the Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, and Chargers. Their schedule's easy to finish, but they can't suffer more losses like this because they're trying to fight for the number 1 spot. And the final Sunday afternoon game, Broncos-Chargers. I think the Broncos won 27-13. Not watching this game one bit. Sunday Night Football, the biggest game of the week. Eagles-Cowboys, and I think this is going to be a big one. Dallas will win the game, and they'll have control of the division currently, and the Eagles are going to drop all the way to 5. Because of the 49ers-Eagles game last week, San Francisco killed them, and now they're going to be sitting at the 1 seed because of that. If that happens, with a win and a Cowboys win, that happens. I have the Cowboys indeed winning this game by the final score being 38-34. And now the Sunday night or Monday Night Football games. Titans-Dolphins. Titans win. No, not Titans. Dolphins win by a final score of 13-34. Dolphins. And the final Monday Night Football game, the Packers and Giants. Packers win 24-13. Not 14-13. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.